has detained the man charged in connection with the death of a missing Antioch woman. The Department of Homeland Security says agents arrested Jose Luis Mendoza Gonzalez yesterday afternoon at a market in Chicago, and he remains in ICE custody. They say he is an undocumented immigrant from Mexico. Now, you remember back in April, Mendoza Gonzalez was charged with concealing a corpse, abusing a corpse, and obstruction of justice in the death of Megan Boss. Police in Waukegan found Boss's body in a container in Mendoza Gonzalez's yard. She'd initially been reported missing back in March.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Warriors, we have got to talk about another situation with an illegal, or as they say on the woke left side, an undocumented immigrant from Mexico. Yes, that has committed the most heinous of crimes. That's what we're talking about today on Chat with me, Linda B. All right, Warriors, you know what to do. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications. Stick around to the very end. Let's get into it. All right, Warriors, here we go again with another illegal, with a heinous crime. The name of this illegal is Jose Gonzalez of Mexico. Yes, Jose Gonzalez has done the most horrific thing. You heard the clip at the beginning. Yes, abusing a corpse, doing the most heinous of things. And this, again, this is in Chicago. Brandon Johnson's with his below 10% approval rating self, the one that spends over $30,000 on makeup, the one that is determined not to cooperate with ICE, the one who is woke. The people thought they were going to do better from Lori Lightfoot, but newsflash, you got another Democrat. Democrats are horrible. They never do anything. And this has nothing to do with ethnicity, what I'm about to say. I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying. Understand that the Democrat Party really, really uses Black Democrat politicians to do their dirty work. Oh, they send out the slaves to do the work. Remember the work that they don't want to do? That's why I'm telling you guys, the party's never switched. I mean, literally, it's the same playbook, maybe a different way of doing things. Maybe they've changed up a little bit in how they show their racism, but it's still the same playbook. Send out the slaves, send out the Black people to do the work that we don't want to do. Yes. So when you see a Democrat walk very fast in the other direction, if you see a Black Democrat, Black people are not worse. That's just how the Democrat uses Black people. Let's be clear. But if you see a Black Democrat, you better run. Run. Woo, you better be in a car and speeding down the road. But don't go too fast. You don't want to get a ticket. But I'm just saying, that is just how the party rolls. They send out their slaves to do the dirty work, and they did it again. Doesn't matter. Tiffany Henyard, you know, she was mayor over Dalton Village of Dalton, and supervisor over Thornton Township. They got another Democrat, and now he is caught up in fraud. Surprise, surprise. I told you guys, don't do Democrat. It's the party. It's just how they do things. And at this point, you would think people would understand that by now. But let's just take a look at this clip. Now, Brandon Johnson, he's answering questions, and a reporter by the name of William Kelly brings up, you know, this situation about what happened to that woman, what that man did with the woman's body and all of that. That was the header clip that I showed you. So William Kelly is bringing up a question that really gets Brandon Johnson very rattled.
Mayor Johnson, over the weekend, ICE arrested an illegal alien named Jose Luis Mendoza Gonzalez, who had been released by a Safety Act judge he was charged with concealing a body of a 37-year-old mother of two, Megan Boss. A body that had been decapitated, abused, kept in a.
We got to answer the question.
I have a constitutional right to ask a question. Okay, I'm a credentialed member of the press. I do have a constitutional right to ask my question.
Absolutely would. We
we want to get to your question. And
I'm trying to, if you didn't interrupt me, I would be
Sir,
done with my question.
this is not the first time I respectfully ask you to ask a question.
I'd like to finish my question now. May I?
Thank you.
Megan Boss, decapitated, her body abused in a dumpster, a bleach-filled dumpster on this man's property, right?
Okay.
You have stated over and over and over again that you don't want ICE in Chicago. If that had been Stacy, if that had been your wife Stacy's body that had been decapitated, abused.
That's not an appropriate question, yeah.
It's a very
Please move on.
real
Please
people,
move on,
the
sir.
people of Chicago are asking me to ask you this very specific question. Had that been your wife Stacy, would you want ICE to pick up this illegal alien?
I'm not going to entertain your question here right now.
You're not going to answer. Well, okay, my
In
follow-up
fact,
question
in
is
fact,
regarding,
I actually believe that what you're saying is quite threatening.
what?
It's quite threatening.
Really?
Can we move on to the next person here?
Excuse me, but no,
And if you continue to behave in such a way, we'll just make sure that we take the appropriate steps. You are threatening and provocative.
this is a question that the real people of
No, this
Chicago
is a-
are asking.
William, please give me the microphone. We ask for respect. We
Go
give it
ahead,
to you. I expect the
This
same.
is a very serious
Sir,
question.
We understand. Please give me the
From
microphone.
the adage of
I do not wanna have
success
this
has many
conversation.
fathers and
Please.
failure is an orphan.
Have more
I'll
respect
go
for the
one more time,
office
for
and
sure.
for yourself right now.
This is a very
Sir.
serious question
I
that the real
understand.
people of Chicago are asking me to
And
ask.
I am seriously asking you to show respect for this office and give me the
What
microphone.
about the respect for the real people of Chicago who
William?
want this question asked
Hey,
and answered?
We are done, sir.
you gotta-
Please give me the mic. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So that was Robert William J. Kelly, reporter, saying that's what the people want to know. How would you feel if that was your wife, Stacy? Now, some people feel like that question was out of bounds. And Mayor Brandon Johnson, again, he's the mayor of Chicago with a sub 10% approval rating. That lets you all know everything you need to know. He felt threatened. And he was like, we'll do whatever it needs to do to keep you out of here. He did not want to answer the question. Some may feel, well, it's a legitimate question because you are letting people like this roam. Okay, this man evidently unalived this woman and did terrible things to her body after she had already gone. It looks like, I mean, I can't even imagine. And the Democrats are going to sit up here and take up for these illegals. And you've got these woke judges. I have to do another video about these woke judges that refuse to do what is reasonable. They are politicizing their position to go along with the progressive, far woke, outside of common sense and any kind of moral reality. They just want to keep these illegals here, and they want to show fake compassion to these illegals. But what about real compassion to American citizens that are being unalived? This is another name I could add to that list. Megan Boss, along with Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, Ava Renee Moore, Larisha Thompson, Ivory Smith, who was a 7-year-old girl in Chicago. Her life was taken from an illegal who was driving drunk without a license. Surprise. Now, the mother of Megan Boss said that her daughter was not, decapitated. She said her daughter was not decapitated. So I'm not sure about that. But in any event, this man appears to be the one responsible for her death. And so what should we do as an American society? Just continue with the invasion? Make no mistake, you're going to get the left's talking points. They have the media on their side. And some people are not, I hate to say it this way, I'm just going to say it in a nice way. They don't have discernment to be able to know truth from lies. They don't have the sense to look around what's happening to them. They just listen to the media. Why do you think President Trump is now back in the White House? Because people in sanctuary areas realize that these illegals are here to replace us. I live in Georgia, which is not a sanctuary state. So people around me don't feel the direct impact of a bunch of illegals running around. But then we still feel it a little bit because Laken Riley was in Georgia a couple of years ago when this happened to her. So it happened last year to Laken Riley, and we have to continue to pray for the right thing to be done so that this does not continue to happen in our country. And we are okay with legal people, those who go through the process, and are vetted so that we can know who these people are. And when President Trump said they are releasing people out of jails and mental institutions, he must have been telling the truth, because look at the crimes these people are committing. These things don't even these are just outside of normal stuff. This is not just a robbery or car theft and leaving people alive, which I don't agree with that either. But at least if they just steal your car or something and leave you alone. But these people are taking lives and doing horrendous things before and after they take a life. Ugh, horrible. Well, we know how to vote next year in the midterms, right? Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors.